Verbal Reasoning Session Day 8. In this video lecture, we will discuss sentence completion. In sentence completion, they check your English vocabulary as well as your logic of sentence, that you understand or not. For example, the tools found in New Mexico excavation are dash, as a single implement might have several edges, each with a different use. Underline the most important word here. Several edges, different use, and tool. It means that tool are having several edges and different use, so it means they must be versatile. So option D is the correct option. Versatile means having a lot of variety. How to approach correct word in the sentence? First point is structured word, or be aware of transition words. Transition words like but, rather, although, however, while, but, therefore, these are the transition words that basically connect the first part of the sentence with the other part. They quite change the meaning of the next part, or they might be similar to the previous one. For example, Alan dashed to counteract her negative feelings but only succeeded in dash them. Here the transition word is but. So the options are hesitate, allying, endeavored, intensifying. So this option B is the correct option, as Alan is endeavored to counteract, trying best to counteract her negative feeling but only succeeded in intensifying them. Second point is visualize. You have to just read out whole sentence very carefully, then after that you have to just simply visualize a most suitable word in the blank. Then after that you have to go for the choices and just skip the wrong one and choose the synonym of the word that you have visualized in your mind. The third point is elimination. So another best thing is to eliminate the wrong choices. But don't rule out choices if you don't know their meanings. Sentence completion could be of four types: restatement, cause and effect, comparison, and contrast. Let's discuss all these in detail. First type is restatement. Restatement contains words like namely, in other words, in fact, that is, etc., etc. So here basically you are relating one part of the sentence, rephrasing it or repeating it with the other part of the sentence. For example, thief was a trickster, that means cheat or fraud. In other words, now in other words is the restatement word. So the answer could be trickster, that could be knave or scoundrel, it's mean villain. Next example is the city council formed a committee to simplify several dozen dash city ordinances that were unnecessarily complicated and out of date. Here the restatement word is that word. Now they formed a committee to simplify. It means that they are unnecessarily complicated and out of date. So in the blank there must be synonym of complicated or out of date. Choices are feckless, that mean useless, empirical, that mean logical, Byzantine mean complicated situation, slovenly, that mean untidy or dirty, and pedantic mean exact or precise. So the most appropriate option is option C, that means complicated situation. Money dashed to a political campaign should be used for political purposes and nothing else. Used, forwarded, spent, or contributed. The most appropriate option is contributed, best fit to the synonym of denotion. The next type of sentence is cause and effect, that includes the word like thus, therefore, so, consequently, and because, etc., etc., and phrases such as due to, as a result, leads to. Here the one part of the sentence basically describes something that causes something in the other part of the sentence. For example, a truck stole her parking spot, consequently, Sally's dash to shout her displeasure. Here consequently is the cause and effect word. Next sentence is basically effect of the first one. So the answer would be look caused by someone stealing Sally's parking spot may be scowling, mean, frown, or full of anger or sullen. Next example is after a brief and violent dash that ousted the president, General Monsanto declared himself the dictator of the country. Options are nuance, that mean variation, coup, that mean illegal seizure of power, solicitation, that mean appeal, upbraiding, that means scold or criticize, lament, that mean crying over something. Proper choice is option B, that is illegal seizure of power. It's a sudden and decisive change of leadership illegally by people by force that are taking over the government. What the cause that led the general to declare himself a dictator is the result. Something brief and violent that ousted the president, a coup. Next example is Rizwana always win the debate competition because she worked dash to prepare the topic. Here the first part of the sentence is showing always win the debate competition. So basically this is the effect, and its cause is because she worked dash to prepare the topic. So the most suitable option is hard. She is working very hard, that's why she is winning all the competitions.